This video is about Pinterest and the rise of simplified visualization. What do we mean by simplified visualization? To understand that, let's go back 3,200 years and revisit the Chauvet Caves. In 1994, an archaeologist by the name of Jean-Marie Chauvet discovered the cave that held the oldest forms of communication. In this dark cave, archaeologists found limestone hearths that were used to reflect light to the walls, which enables the artist to communicate through visuals. The archaeologists identified that the signs of activity on the ground should be complementary to what they find on the walls. The idea was to make a link between the two. Fast forward to 2012, and advertisers and market researchers are attempting to do the same thing. However, nowadays they are currently trying to draw a link between the signs and activity in the marketplace and the newest social networking craze, Pinterest. As the number 3 social networking site, Pinterest has surpassed all other growth rates and continues to be a phenomenon. But what is it about sites like Pinterest that are so appealing? Well, to understand this, it's helpful to understand the self-discrepancy theory. This theory identifies that there are 3 forms of the self: the actual self, ideal self, and ought self. The actual self is how the individual actually perceives themselves, whereas the individual self is who the individual strives to be. Pinterest offers a way for individuals to close the gap between the actual self and the ideal self. I'll explain how. A female identifies her actual self as moderately fashionable, but she perceives her ideal self to have a bohemian style. While perusing Pinterest, she comes across a beautiful photograph of a highly fashionable female that showcases a look that she wishes she was able to piece together. This is her perception of her ideal self. As she continues to perceive what her ideal self would look like with the bag, she clicks the photo and is linked to the retailer in which she can purchase this bag. With one more click of her mouse, she purchases this bag and finds herself one step closer to her ideal self. Pinterest is a great example of a pull marketing strategy. While perusing Pinterest and pinning photos they like, customers are consciously and subconsciously shopping. Pinterest showcases an entirely new shopping experience that interweaves non-invasive advertising into the discovery and shopping process. This layout and integration have future effects that could potentially add a new permission-based advertising platform.